Hello there and welcome to the video. So if you're a fan of the channel, you'll know I love Star Wars, I love Lego, I love figures, I love collecting really cool Star Wars stuff. And part of collecting really cool Star Wars stuff is that you need to, or you might not need, but you want to display said stuff. As you can see behind me, I've got various displays. I have some helmets over there. I've got this lightsaber light going on. I like to display them. I like to have my little man cave. So for displaying Legos, I find that what you see online tends to be quite expensive. So I'm looking for sort of low budget, cheap options to help display my Lego stuff, particularly the minifigures. So previously, here's one I made earlier. As you can see, cool little box. This was actually on Amazon, fairly cheap. It's not official Lego merchandise, however it works really well with Lego. And I find that there's lots of things out there that aren't official branded and work just as well. So I've got a few minifigs in there that you can see. That's pretty cool. So there's like Yoda and Obi-Wan and stuff. And it's really good. And so this is a nice little display unit. So I wanted something similar, but this still was on, I think this was about £17 or £12, something like that, where to buy multiple of them, you're looking at, it'll slowly add up. But we then came across this thing. So this is a display case. So this, if you know what B&M is, if you're from the UK, it's from B&M. And as you can see, it's in the £12.99 or 2 for £20 range, which still is about the same price as the one I've just showed you. Not the greatest of bargains. However, as you can see, this sticker here, we got it for steel. It's got two stickers. So it went down to £7. And then it went down to £5. So how could we say no for that? Now this isn't a Lego case by all means. It says block figures display case includes 12 figures. Okay. One police officer, one explorer, one firefighter, one fashion girl, one student, one food vendor, a detective, a race driver, superhero, builder, doctor, and crook. My daughter can play with those. 12 figures. Look at that. Look at that. For a £5. But I'm going to open this up, and it does say fits with leading brands. Fits with leading brands, so it means Lego. So we're going to try and see how well the Legos fit, see if it's going to cause them any damage, or see if it's actually going to be worthwhile. Is it £5 well spent, or is it something that I'm going to give to my daughter to play with? So let's have a look. This is the display case. So as you can see, the size of these little bad boys, you know, they'll all go in there, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we're outside the main box and we've got this box here. So you can see the display case is rapidly becoming smaller. In fact, it comes out and it's this size, which is a much more palatable size to display things. The thing I am worried about is on the bottom we have, I didn't have it upside down. It is odd. So they're not actually going to clip on. They're going to go inside. How weird's that? And then inside here you've got this like little insert, which is where you saw the people. Is that Spider-Man? And then so you get block assembly for these people. These people. Oh wow! So these, you got all these little geezers. Not bad actually. Not bad. Not bad. I'll give them a go another time. But so we've got this. Here are some Lego minifigs. Will they go in okay? So I suppose we want to know, does it clip on there? So they clip on okay. It doesn't need any forcing or anything. Force. They'll stay on. But the problem I have is, why aren't these pieces in there? Why are they on the outsides? Have I done something wrong? So there's these little platforms that you've got to put your figures on. That's probably it. So we're going to look at these. So you get like 4 in each one. So that, they slide under there. Okay, this is cool. This might work. This actually might be really well. This might be the best £5 I've ever bloody spent. I say me. It's actually my fiance bought it for me. So slide these under. This is actually really well built. Feels really sturdy. I was worried for a second. I thought I had it upside down. There was, you know, I was panicking. I was panicking. Anakin. Now I don't know why this one in particular was down to £5 because it had all the original stickers on, and yeah, B&M usually has things on sale, particularly if there's like a damaged box or something like that, piece missing. I can't see anything wrong with it. So that's built. So now we've got the display case with these little stands, and this, as you can see, the stands aren't going anywhere. So that's how it's going to clip on. I don't understand why they did that. Why didn't you just put these bits on the bottom and it would have just clipped on? But hey, so I've got some Star Wars minifigs that I'm going to put in. We've got C-3PO, we've got Chewbacca, got a few going on, Lando, Finn. Right, let's try and get some of these on. Finn's hair was running away from him. Now let's just get them on there, and then we can, maybe I should have put them on the stands before I slid them in. Would have made things a little bit easier, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more Lego minifigs. I know I am. I want like a whole droid army and a stormtrooper. I want like all the big armies. I've seen people have like massive collections. But for now, just trying it out, you can see, get them in, voila, you can see that looks pretty good. That's pretty solid. That now they're not completely encased, so unfortunately it might lose the dust, protection. But look at that. That's pretty awesome. Well, it works. That was £5. Imagine if I'd got about 3 of these. I imagine you can stack them. There's plenty of room in there. That's pretty cool. So let's compare them. So you've got this one, which I think on Amazon about 12 quid, maybe more, and then this one, which yeah, it's normally more. I spent a £5 on it. So who's laughing now? Who's winning? Excelente. So there you go. Let me know what you think. That is the Block Figures display case from B&M, repurposed as a Lego Star Wars minifig display case. And the bonus is it comes with these crazy figures right here. Which, like I said, I mean, maybe I'll build them. Maybe I'll give them my daughter or something, because only room for Star Wars in here. But that's cracking find. Just goes to show you just keep an eye out. Go looking around. Find bargains like that. I actually wasn't sure it would work, but it did. It told me it told me right there. It says fits all leading brands. Fits with leading brands. But what I was worried about is I've seen online where people say if it's too tight it'll wear the plastic or something, risk cracking. So if that's going to be an issue, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to break these bad boys, but they don't feel too tight. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Was this a bargain, £5, or have I been gypped? How do you guys display your Lego minifigs and protect them from dust? I think this is a cool way. Now I just need to figure out where the hell I'm going to put this. And naturally, I've got some room. I've got to find where the rest of my minifigures are. It's looking good. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.